Ain't nothing like the rest.
Keep it 100 StrongIsland.com.
You got to zoom us in again, LA.
Yep, LA gotta readjust real quick.
Gotta make sure we look good.
Strong
Island Radio, Keep 100 Radio Show. We officially live.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Play That always with a good mix, man.
Appreciate the love.
Always.
I don't know what the show would be like without you, brother.
Hey, we won't know, but we here for a reason, right?
Exactly.
Fuck it. Appreciate the love, though.
Definitely. Each and every Sunday from 10 p.m. to 12, make sure you tell a friend to tune in. All right?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, put it on there.
Definitely. All right? So how was your weekend, brother?
Great weekend. Just get money. That's it.
Definitely. CanTeachers.com. As you can see, we rocking it hard. Log on right now, www.canteachers.com, and get your clothing, get everything. It's on there, all right? We selling out. What about you? Play that?
Yeah, my weekend was chilling, man. I had my first city escape, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I seen the pictures.
Yeah, I was out at Me's Bar and Lounge. It was the grand opening last week, so they had me come out yesterday.
Nice.
And a lot of heads came out. People dancing on the bars, wilding.
So you did your thing. That's what's up. Listen, when Play That winning, we all winning, all right?
Appreciate the love, though.
Strong Island Radio. So we got a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
Turn your mics on. Make sure your mic's all the way up, please. That's all. All right, look right in that camera and tell the people who you are, where you from, who it is.
Yo. Kashmire from Amityville, Long Island. Poet, photographer. I do all that.
Poet, photographer. So you take pictures as well?
Yes, I take pictures as well.
All right. So which one did you start first? Like,
I started writing first. English has been my favorite subject in school at all time. I've always been a writer since I was a kid.
So you've been a writer first. And like, what motivated you to become a writer? Like, did you just like, because some people hate English class, to be honest, hate writing essays. I hated writing essays growing up. So
honestly, I really don't know what motivated me. I really don't know. I just fell into the passion of reading. Maybe it was possibly because my grandmother had me read all the time when I was a kid. It might have been what that was. Like, I always read when I was a kid. I've always been a reader.
That's good.
Maybe that's what it was.
So that motivated you to become a writer? Like,
that could be what it is.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I just always fell into the love of English. Like, I've always loved that subject. Always. Nice. I don't know. I love writing.
Nice.
It just came natural.
Can you remember your first like poem or anything you've ever written? Like your first one?
The first poem that I wrote was a poem where I wrapped a gift. It was nothing inside of it was 2 jewelry boxes for my mom and my dad. There was nothing inside of the jewelry boxes, but I wrapped it, and there was a poem that said that there was love inside. Don't remember the poem.
Oh, I was about to say.
My mom actually still has it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I had to have been like 7 at the time.
Wow. Since 7, been dropping jewels for everybody, huh?
Something like that.
So how much you got for us today? Because I kind of want you to. I don't want you to jump right in yet. I just want to know how you got a lot for us today?
I got a few little things.
All right, cool.
I got something.
My next question to you is the art, because I've seen a couple of your artworks you put up. Is that like a new thing for you, or you've always been drawn to art, putting up different art?
I won't say that I've always been drawn to art. Photography is definitely something new to me. Like, I started doing photography about 3-4 years ago. Like, that's definitely new to me. Okay. I never knew where I got it from, never knew what it was, but I just recently found out that my aunt was a photographer. She does photography. She went to the school in Chicago for arts.
Nice.
And she's like known and stuff like that.
So does she give you pointers or anything like that?
She gives me life lessons.
Life lessons.
She breaks it down for you.
She gives me life lessons.
That's what's up. So, who motivates you more, your mom or your dad? Because some people say equally.
My mother.
Your mother?
My mother.
She drives you more towards your goals and what you want to do?
My mother.
Hands down.
My mother.
That's what's up.
My mother's my rock.
That's what's up.
And most of what you write, like, do you feel like it's your everyday? Do you pick things out of your everyday life, or is it just something that's crazy? Like, say for instance, I understand how you feel as far as the love of English and how you write, because I used to be like that also, and it's still much like that now. But I wrote this one story about my teacher, and she was like evil, and they thought that I had a problem with her. They came to me like, "What's the problem here?" I mean, you wrote a story. I was like, "Well, I was just really being creative with this story, and I just picked her because she was like my focal point. Like she was just the person in the class. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just pick her and just put her in the story or whatever." So, do you feel like your written word is most of like your day to day, or is just more creative off the top?
I would say more so that what I write could be something I've experienced. It could be something of a story that someone has told me, and I've depicted it as myself or a third party. It could be anything. Like it's up in the air. It's not just everything. Is not just for me. It's for everyone to relate to. So it could be something that I heard from somebody, but I would never put their business out there. So I would make it a personal feeling type thing.
Okay. Maybe switch the characters up.
Put myself in their shoes type thing.
Nice.
Relate to them.
So how do you feel about everything that's going on today with all the cops killing black people? I mean, guarantee it's been history repeating itself, but I know as a poet, I'm sure you've written something in that type of situation. Because like me, I even wrote a song about it's been bothering me so much. So I'm sure as a poet, have you touched base on that yet or not?
I haven't touched base on it in a particular political matter type thing, but that whole cops killing and all of that's a whole different.
It's a whole other animal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think seeing some of your work, you could probably kill it if you try to touch base on that and put some words together to speak on that topic. Because I've seen a few poets come at it. And it would be dope if you did something like that too. So I mean, just something to work on.
I definitely look into it.
I'm
definitely
homework.
gonna. It doesn't go unseen. Trust me.
Yeah,
I've thought about that. I'm working on a series towards things like that.
Nice.
I actually had a female acquaintance of mine that actually suggested that I write a poem dedicated to young black men, type thing. She threw it out in the air, and I said that I after my showcase and all of that stuff, I'd look into doing that next.
Okay. And what other projects you have coming up? You have anything you want to let the people know about that's coming up?
My showcase, be looking out, October 13th. My buzzin' Ash is presenting some photography in the showcase. Nice. My buzzin' Keo, he's doing some paintings. I have Electuo, which is she's a poet. I have Twiggy, she's a poet. I have an artist named Christian. Myself, I'm doing some poetry as well. Nice. There's a lot of dope talent that's gonna be there.
Will there be food? Does that come through?
Definitely food. Definitely food. Always food. You know, black people love to eat.
You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps us here. You know, we like to eat. I'll be up in there like, you know what I'm saying? Early. All right, so let's get to it, man. The people want to hear. They tuned in. They locked in. Let's get some of that poetry. Let's get the silence on the set. If you can't play that, give them something.
Eat.
You need us to dim the lights?
Snappy fingers.
My first poem, which is it's untitled. I'll just read it off. So I let my mind wander today. I sat down as I glanced into outer space. Only difference is this time it was actually the day. Time after time I've been blinded by the sky, and I've been fooled many of times right before my naked eye. Misled and deceived as I reached out for that big bright star in front of me. It always seems as if it was within my reach, or maybe that was me trying to accomplish things beyond my means. So what does that mean? That I could never dream to be anything more than what I see in front of me? Or maybe it means that I'm destined for outstanding things, and that near bright light that I once thought was blinding me was actually the light guiding me. It took overcoming fear and a simple thing called finding me. Now I see clearly. What was once impossible seems now to be a bit silly. Silly of me to think that I could ever be anything less than a shooting star soaring through the sky. So with that being said, I'm thinking with a more leveled head. There's nothing that can misguide me on my positive journey ahead.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Speechless.
Strong Island Radio, Keep 100 Radio Show. You heard it first.
Oh, man.
So my question to you is, who what's the light? Is the light your goals that you're trying to reach? I mean, this is just from my observation. You know, it could be something completely different. What I got is maybe the star is your goals, or is the light your goal? What's blinding you?
For me personally, is something that is basically something like an obstacle that you think will be in your way. But something that you think might be an obstacle is actually a blessing in disguise type thing. So
wake up, people. Stay woke. Stay woke.
I let people relate to it how they want to relate to it, but that's my interpretation of
it. Definitely. I like it. What y'all think up here?
Oh, it's definitely official.
Strong Island Radio, Keep 100 Radio Show. Make sure y'all come out. What date is it again? The 13th?
October 13th.
October 13th. In the location, if you know the address.
It is, I think it's 259 Post Avenue. I'm not too sure, but I think it's 259 Post Avenue. It's in Westbury. His and Hers Bar.
Okay,
His and Hers Bar. That's the name of it. His and Hers Bar. So if you Google that, it definitely
Google that. Make sure y'all find it. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna come. It's a Saturday or Friday.
That's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. What time?
Doors open at 8. Show starts at 9.
It finishes
around 1 o'clock.
You got a curfew?
You know I'm on the money. I don't have a curfew. I'm on the money, bro.
Man has a curfew.
You know me.
It's all right. Listen, I have a curfew. I'm not gonna knock it.
The lights stay on in here when we pay the bills. The bills got to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely have to get paid.
Without the bills paid,
bring the wave.
The power plugs out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even the curfew. It's just I'm on the grind. I'm on the grind 24/7. So I work overnight.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody that's tuned in, everybody that's locked in, make sure y'all come out. October 13th, right? That's the date.
Yes,
make sure y'all
October
come out
13th.
and support that.
Show me and my buzzers, my family some love.
Definitely.
We got a lot of good talent in the building.
And is there a fee to get in, or is it
$5? That's
$5?
it.
I mean, it's $5, man.
$5.
Y'all can't come out for $5.
You don't got $5
cash.
You about to go buy some McDonald's right now. Save that $5, and then is what I call it. Save that $5, and then get something else and come up to the show. All right. You got more for us?
Of course, I got more.
All right, let's go. Let's hear it. Strong Island Radio, Keep 100 Radio Show.
All right, this next one is called Who's Willing to Listen? Who's willing to listen to the girl that speaks not too much? The one who felt not a single touch? Who's willing to listen to the girl with all the silent cries in the world? Someone who knows how it feels to be alone. Who's willing to listen to all the pain that's been endured? The thought of the fact seems so absurd. Who's willing to listen as her heart plays a song? Because the one thing that was most feared is the thought of being left all alone. Who's willing to listen to the girl that sits and frees her mind through words placed on paper? She's silently calling out for someone to relate to her. Who's willing to listen to the girls whose inner demons eat at her alive? The thought of pretending with fake emotions is eating away at my insides. Who's willing to listen to the only girl that's not nothing destroying her over the years? No one's willing to listen but herself, and she's told stories with all these tears.
Nice. Ooh. That should be on the card right there.
You know one thing about that a lot of females will probably relate to that, because there's probably a lot of females out there that don't get listened to, and that right there, I would probably see how a female would relate to that right there. It's definitely official. What I
want to know is, my question to you is, what do you want to accomplish after everything? Like, what is your set goal with the art and the poetry? What do you want to accomplish from it all?
Honestly, I just want to be acknowledged. I just want to be acknowledged, spread knowledge, and just present a platform for other people to do the same for other people in our culture. That's just about it. Someone asked me the same thing the other day, and that's the same answer I gave.
Do you feel like with your spoken word, it gives a person a different perspective on different, like, say for instance with that poem right there? Do you feel like with your spoken word, it gives everybody a different perspective as how to look at somebody or something like that?
I won't say it gives everybody a way to look at someone, but I'll say those that are interested in wanting to learn and grow, then yes, they will relate to my poetry. Others will read it and just look at it as, oh, that's nice, and they won't take it in. But there's people that I've got positive feedback from that have literally related to it on a deep level.
Now, do you try to put in your poetry like a message, like you try to teach people through your poetry sometimes? Like maybe like go out and get a job, but say it in a more poetic way? 'Cause like for example, in some of my songs, I wrote a song recently. It's called I don't even remember right now, but we talked about kids going back to school and actually reading more and actually stop hanging on corners and go home, you know, stop staying out late looking for trouble and go home after school, go home, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But in your case, put it into poetry and, I don't know, mix words up and actually give a message and teach kids or something in your poetry.
Definitely. I'm definitely going to try to guide light through people and give a positive message through my
I was
poetry.
asking if you did already, like if you already had some.
I mean, this message is through everything that I write. It just depends on how you interpret it and how you want to take it,
True.
depending on what circumstance you're going through in your life.
True.
You might be up and you might not relate to something that seems so down. You might be down and you might not relate to something that seems so up. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you at in your life at the current time.
True, that's definitely true. All right, so let's get one more. You know, Strong Island Radio, Keep 100 Radio Show. Make sure it's the best one. For all the fans tuned in right now, we have Kashmire in the building giving us some spoken word. This is the first time anybody's ever done it, actually, on Strong Island Radio. So,
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
You just opened the
that.
doors for everybody else to come up here and do it.
I appreciate that. This one here is definitely something that I would say, as you said, the ladies can relate to.
The lady.
This one is also this one's titled She. She was as soft as a rose petal and even more gentle. The tribulations she encountered in life helped make her. From the outside looking in, all others knew how to do was judge her. They judged her yet didn't have the chance to get to know her. She stood tall like a soldier, but was a beautiful woman outside and in. She allowed others to come close and didn't hesitate to let them in. She loves hard and wore her heart on her sleeve. She was the type that fought so hard that even when she knew she should, she just couldn't leave. She lost herself in this world chasing love. It was almost as if she forgot who she was. She forgot what was really important. She forgot what really mattered. She forgot about her and insisted on being content with the thought of her world being shattered. A beautiful woman lost herself somewhere along the way. She walked around looking down, and this happened day after day. You'd think instead of judgments, people would see her effort. They'd see how hard she tries. They'd see and understand her struggle. They'd be kind to her. They'd show her compassion. Unfortunately to her, this was too much to be asking. A beautiful woman was lost herself along the way, and although she's been through hell and back, she eventually learned one day. There was one who mattered. There was one opinion valued and valid. There was one voice who should listen to. Through it all, she finally learned that voice was never you. It was she who controlled her happiness as well as her destiny.
Nice. My question to you now, is this one about you? Let's rephrase the question. Have you ever felt like someone's broken your heart and changed your whole perspective on life?
That's happened before, yeah, you could say.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna leave it there because I know I was told boundaries not to touch, so I'm not gonna go no further than that. But I just wanted to know. I was wanting to know if you ever had like, because I've been in a relationship where you've been cheated on before or someone's violated, you know, but I felt it should never hurt you. It should never change you. It should teach you lessons and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But that poetry just now sounded like that person's whole world flipped upside down after this relationship.
I'm saying this more so wasn't, funny thing is, like I said, remember I told you before, I put myself in other people's shoes.
Okay.
So this more so wasn't my personal feelings, but more so something that I wrote for someone that reached out to me and told me how I made them feel.
Well, you know I was going to ask anyway.
Type thing, you know
I got to
mean?
test the waters, make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Kashmire is in the building. Let the people know one more time. Look right in the camera with the next event you got coming up, how they could contact
October
you.
13th, Crash and Co. We having an art showcase. No Bad Vibes, NBV, hashtag No Bad Vibes. Leave the drama at home. Come show me and my family, my buzzing some love. We got a whole bunch of dope artists in the building. come show love. Shout outs to my man Dom. He's coming home this week. Shout out to all my family and everybody.
All right, and let them know how they could contact you, your Instagram, Snapchat.
You can hit me up on Instagram. I got at Miss Swag. I have my Kashmire photos. I have what's that? My Facebook is Kashmire M.Dawson. Kashmire. In case you didn't know how to spell that.
You gotta make a fan page, man. You can't be putting your full everything out there. Now you're gonna have stalkers looking you up.
You know what the funny thing is? I had a regular IG and a regular Facebook, and my dad, who has his initials of KMD, made sure that I put
your real name
KMD on my Facebook page. Shout out to my dad, by the way. Shout out to my mom also.
Shout out to mom and pops.
Mm-hmm.
For making such a beautiful daughter. All right, play that. We're gonna pay some bills, man.
All right.
All right, take some pictures with Kashmire before she get out of here.
Yes.
Strong Island Radio, Keep It 100 Radio Show. Thanks for having you, man.
Thank you for having
Keep a
me.
lock on that book, because if you lose, that's $1 million right there. I'm gonna sell every word.